Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Drill green.
Ritter now. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. Pass caught by the running back, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go now.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Joey slide out to kick off after the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
38. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
52 blaster.
At the Buccaneers' 27-yard line.
Fight. White. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson, 27 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Ritter will throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10.
Drop 50. Drop 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, Mustang 19. 18 Rebels, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle, it's Cook. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 21. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Left side, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away 1/2 of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They made the play there, and I guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Buccaneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here we go, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set.
Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Come on, set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hut, hut.
Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Set, hut.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Slide through.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
70, hot 70. 60 average, 60 average.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but with self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 56 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, they have no reason.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 53 yards. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 6. Now he'll try to run with this. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Cook not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. Ready.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Pitts. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Ritter looks to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Ritter. Rolling to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know we're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they ran what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.